Hey Douglas, check it out. Free candy! Hello Douglas. My name is Dee Freeman and I played the clerk on the episode of The Dealership for Seinfeld. And your husband Corey contacted me on IMDb and said it was one of your favorite episodes and he was wondering if I would give you a birthday shout out, and I said I would be happy to do it. So for the last week I have searched long and hard to find the perfect birthday song for you, and I found it on the internet and it's called Happy Birthday Douglas. Listen to this. That's a wolf, I guess. Douglas, yeah. I love that song. Oh my God, that cracks me up. So that's my birthday song to you. But let's backtrack and tell you how Seinfeld came about. I have an adorable son named Shane, and when he got to about the age of 2, he had a very particular way to ask me for candy. He'd say, "Mommy, can Shane have some candy?" Or "Shane Quentin Freeman wants some candy!" And I never understood why he would yell the name out. So I got the audition for Seinfeld. I went in. I didn't practice it. I mean, it's only like 6 lines, right? And without even thinking, when I got to that line, I said, "Hey, Willie, check it out. Free candy!" They loved it. I booked it. And when I got to the set, the producers told me they wanted me to keep it that way. And all week long, most of the grips and Jerry and Elaine, all of them walking around saying, you know, "Would you pass me that wrench and give me some candy?" So that's how that came about. Oh, before I forget, your husband Corey, he wanted to pay me for this. And I told him under no circumstances, you know, I think this is one of the easy requests that I've gotten. Not payment in cash, but what I do require of both you and Corey is that you watch my web series. It's called PrettyTheSeries.com, and you can see it on PrettyTheSeries.com. You can see it on YouTube. You can see it on Facebook. It is a mockumentary about children's beauty pageants. That's another story. I'll tell you how I really feel about that. And we have a lot of famous names, I believe, on there. We have Joan Van Ark, who comes on season 2. She plays my daughter in the future. Kirsten Vanes Ness from Criminal Minds. She's Penelope. She plays my sister-in-law in episode 2 and 3. Jeannie Francis, who was Laura in Luke and Laura, that episode on General Hospital years ago that was so hot. She plays a psychiatrist in season 3. Melissa Peterman, who played Reba McEntire's best friend on Reba, is one of my hosts. So my payment, as far as I'm concerned, would be for you guys to watch Pretty the Series. But start with episode 1, season 1 first, so you'll be able to catch up on it. And let me consult my cue cards. Oh yeah, that's what I want to tell you next. I've been to Delaware. I was talking to Corey. We talked for about an hour, by the way. And I was talking to him, and I said, "So where are you from?" And he said, "Delaware." And I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" One of our biggest fans is this fabulous guy named Michael Couch, and he has a blog talk show called At Home with Victoria. It's like the 4th most popular radio show on the internet. And I met him through Pretty, and he told me, he said, "You know, you're about my husband's favorite on the show, Rabina." And I said, "Well, that's great. You know, I'd love to meet him." He said, "Well, I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon." I said, "Well, why not?" He said, "Because he's dying from MS." And so he really liked my character a lot. And I said, "Well, if Muhammad will come to the mountain will go to Muhammad." I went and I met Stephen McGraw, and he's this fabulous, over-the-top character. I mean, he was full of life. And the last 6 or 7 months, I think I got to see him 7 or 8 times. But that's how I got to Delaware. I had never been there before. I mean, up until that point, I just thought it was a fucking spot on the map that somebody put down because they didn't have anything else to put on there. So when I was talking to Corey, he told me If you're ever in Delaware, I'd be happy to take you out to dinner and love to take you to the governor's mansion and give you a tour. So guess what, bitch? I'm coming to Delaware next month. I've got 2 breaks, one for 6 days and one for 4 days, and I'm going to visit Michael, who I will probably drag along to meet you guys as well. So as long as you got coffee on, because me and Michael are both coffee drinkers. Michael drinks like a fucking pot. I think I drink about a cup. But just make sure you got the coffee going, and I get a chance to see you next month. And I think I've rambled on long enough. I just want to send this out to you and tell you happy birthday. And but I want to end by telling you, Corey also sent me your link toward equality. And I can't thank you enough for what you're doing for the lesbian and the gay movement. As an African American and as a female, I know what it's like to have to fight for your rights. And I'm pretty sure that 100 years from now, you'll have a gay couple who'll be able to tell their kids, guess what? 100 years ago, we couldn't even be married. The kids would be like, are you kidding me? Were we that backwards? I'm pretty sure that it might not happen in our time, but I'm hoping that at least in our kids' time. And I will end by saying this. For your future, may all of your ups and downs be between the sheets. Happy birthday, Douglas.